What is going on, everyone? It's Eagleman here. Welcome back to another video. So recently I ran a couple polls on my Twitter and Instagram accounts about sports cards, and I wanted to go over a couple of these poll responses with you guys. So the first one that I have is, if a card is a 1 of 1, do you prefer the card to say the words 1 of 1, or do you actually want the number like 1-1? And a majority of people, 63% of people, said for the numbers, like the actual number, the 1/1 versus the 37% that said the actual letters. So this is interesting. I don't know how much of a debate it is. I mean, a 1 of 1 is a 1 of 1, but if you're really looking for like high quality, you want something to stand out. I mean, most of the cards that have a serial, like actually all of the cards that have a serial number of some sort have the actual number. Like if it's like 235 out of 500, it's actually going to say the actual number. But if you have like a 1 of 1, you want it to kind of stand out and be special. So that's why, in my opinion, I say actually use the letters. Spell the word 1 of 1 out. Don't have the 1/1. I think it looks more fancy. You got to hype it up. It's a 1 of 1. That's the only one in the world ever made. You got to make it fancy. You got to make it stand out even more so. That's why I say the letters. That's my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment below. But we'll go on to the next poll I ran here. This one, I was so shocked at the outcome of this one. Check this out. Would you rather have a first Bowman card of a player or the flagship rookie card of a player? 72% of people said the flagship rookie card. Now listen, I'm also on board with that. I say go with the flagship rookie card. But I was expecting more of a split, more of a 50-50 split on this one. That's almost 3/4 of people responded saying go with the flagship over the first Bowman card. Now this is interesting because the history of rookie cards and of first appearances on cards is a bit skewed and a bit weird in terms of baseball cards. You know, back in the day, they didn't have Bowman, they didn't have first Bowman cards, but they did have rookie cards, quote unquote rookie cards. And so I think that's why a majority of people say, hey, go with the rookie card. That's how it's always been in the past. Since baseball cards were first started, you have the rookie card. That was the first player's appearance. But now that you have first Bowmans showing up, the player's first appearance on a card, per se, this is interesting, and it comes in a weird debate, but I still feel like people dig into their historical roots of collecting and say, go with the flagship rookie card. That's where I was coming from, at least. So I don't have any sort of statistical data in terms of value of flagship rookie cards versus first Bowman cards. In my opinion, I would assume that flagship rookie cards are produced more, like there's more quantity of them out there, which is why they might cost less. I don't know. That's just a speculation coming from me from collecting for a while. So I don't really know. I was kind of surprised to see almost 3/4 of people wanted the flagship rookie card, but I'm also on that boat, so who knows? This poll was actually a near 50-50 split. I asked, would you rather get a short print of a player or a parallel of a player? So this is weird. If you think about it, short prints are really interesting and they're kind of hard to find, and sometimes you don't know if it's a short print, but 48% of people said they would rather prefer getting a short print, whereas the majority, a slight majority, said 52% should get the parallels. This is interesting. I'm also kind of torn on this one. Of course, I don't know the exact print runs of certain short prints or parallels or whatnot. It's kind of skewed and tough to determine what you actually want. But of course, it's up to the collector of what they would want. So let's just say, for example, that you want a Mike Trout, whether you want a Mike Trout short print or a Mike Trout parallel. And this was the example I used in my poll. This was the photo I tweeted along with my poll and put in my Instagram polls. And so, because I pulled a Mike Trout super short print back in the day, and that's such a super cool card, but I also didn't know it was a super short print when I pulled it. Now, if I had pulled, like, say, like a Mike Trout black or a Mike Trout 1 of 1, I would know right away, and I'd be hyped, and that'd be sick, that'd be so cool. Everyone knows that it's a 1 of 1 Mike Trout. But a super short print, it was kind of weird to see that. And parallels are pretty cool because it's the same photo, which is obviously the name why it's called a parallel. It's the same photo, just in different colors or different patterns or different cuts. It's super cool. But short prints and super short prints, they just have the same card number. I guess you could say that. They're kind of like the same card number, but different photo. So it's kind of weird in that way, and that's why I fell into the boat of parallels. But again, I'd have to do more research into the print runs, the value of them. So kind of weird one, but also kind of interesting to see that people were 50-50 on that topic. Here's an interesting question that I've thought of for this next poll. Do you prefer the serial numbers? So let's say you get a card that gets a serial number or some sort of parallel that has a serial number on it. Do you prefer that serial number to be on the front of the card or the back of the card? 63% of people, nearly 2/3 of the votes, came in that the serial numbers should be on the front versus 37% on the back. And this one also took me by surprise. That's because most cards that have a serial number are typically on the back. But you look at some of the cards nowadays, as of recently, as far as I can remember, at least in the past 5 or 6 years, serial numbers have slowly started to be printed on the front, and it's kind of interesting, especially for the Bowman cards. And that's where this debate came up. And there's a couple comment discussions under one of my Twitter threads about this poll, was that serial numbers should only be on the front of cards if it's a Bowman card. But if it's on, let's just say, a Topps card or something, like a Topps flagship parallel of some sort, should be on the back. And the discussion kind of concluded that it depends on the card. There is really no clear consensus, and I was aboard that boat. So I say yes and no, it should be on the front and the back. It just depends on the set. Because for some sets, it does look better. And you can look at some of the examples I had, like the Bowman card. I think like Bowman Chrome cards, it looks awesome with the serial numbers on front. It just makes sense for some reason. I don't know why. I can't explain it, because no one can really explain it. It's just the hobby. We're weird. But if it's something like a Topps flagship card, like a Topps Gold or a Topps Black, put that serial number on the back. Let the color of the card do the talking. The serial number's on the back, just there to let you know it's there. So I don't know. This is a weird one. At first, I was really surprised by the front, but I think the serial number on the front just needs a bit more movement behind it to get some more support from it. But I'm 50-50 on this one. I have no idea. So honestly, bad question on my part. Bad job. All right, last question here. And oh boy, was this a juicy one. Was this one really contentious? And we're going to end on a banger here. Would you prefer a sticker auto or an on-card auto? Now, intuition, someone would automatically say on-card auto, right? No, 58% said that it was okay. Now, let me rephrase this question. That question actually wasn't, that poll question wasn't actually said. Is it okay to have a sticker auto versus is it not okay to have a sticker auto? That's how the question was actually phrased. So 58% of people said it is okay to have a sticker auto versus 42% that said no, it is not okay to have a sticker auto. Now, let me ask you this question. Let me put this one on your plate. Does it matter? Does it really matter? An autograph is an autograph, in my opinion. Put it on a sticker, put it on the card, put it on a napkin. It's an autograph. The player autographed it. Who cares? I mean, there's so many benefits to having sticker autos, and there's benefits to having on-card autos. Obviously, it's much nicer to have the autograph on the actual card. But let's hear me out here. Hear my thought process out. Sticker autos allow for more autographs to be put out into the community. It also takes away the possibility of redemptions being put into product. And redemptions, we all hate redemptions. I think if I ran a poll, do you like redemptions? There'd be like a near 100% that redemptions are just not fun. So sticker autos kind of take away redemptions. Why? Because all Panini or Topps has to do, send the player a big sheet of these stickers and say, sign these, we'll give you some money, sign them, send them back. As opposed to like sending them boxes and boxes and boxes of cards where the player, you've seen the videos on Instagram, you've seen them pop up on Twitter, the player tossing these cards around. There's just no control to these cards. They're sliding them across the table, getting scratches, haphazardly signing them, throwing them into the box. You've seen it. I'm not saying that's the case for everyone, but you've seen it. It happens. Sticker autos prevent that, which is awesome. I will say the cons to sticker autos is you've seen this kind of recently with Panini, them putting the stickers upside down on the card. Yeah, not a good look for the sticker auto fan club. But I will say I'm in the okay boat. Sticker autos, yes, I support them. Why? Because it allows for more autographs to be put into products, which is fun. It's always fun to pull an autograph, sticker or on card. It allows for the cards to have some sort of quality control to it. I'm not saying all the time, but some sort of quality control. I'd say better quality control than if it were an on-card autograph. And it also takes away the possibility of having redemption. Let's say the player doesn't actually sign every single card and gets them back to them on time. It allows for players to just sign a massive amount of these stickers before the season starts, and Panini and Topps can just store those autos, and then they can just put them on little cards of memorabilia throughout the year when they want to for a different product. So that's my opinion on the sticker auto. I'm totally on board with it. I was kind of surprised to see it not as far leaning towards being okay. I'm kind of surprised. It was kind of 50-50 on that. But those are my 5 polls that I put out recently on Twitter and Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter or Instagram, follow me right away. I'll put the social media links and clicks, whatever on the screen in the description. So please hit me up with a follow, because I have more polls coming out. I already have a couple more questions beamed up on my screen here, but also want to know your thoughts. What are some poll questions I should run out there? What are some hot topic items in the hobby right now that you want me to run these polls on and get some answers for you, some answers from me, to put it out in a video? Let's discuss it. Let's get some consensus here. Let's get the overwhelming majority on what these opinions should be on the hobby, because this is exciting. We love the hobby. We love cards. This is great. So these polls were actually a lot of fun to go through. I was surprised by a little. I'm curious to know if you guys were surprised by a little. But other than that, thank you guys so very much for joining me in today's video. I really appreciate it. Comment below your thoughts about it. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more of them to come. It's Eagleman Trading Cards. I'll see you guys next time.